In the future, memories can be bought and sold like things in a store. John, a young artist, struggles to make a living in this strange world. He sees ads for happy memories and wonders if they could help him. His own memories are filled with pain and disappointment. The idea of replacing them with blissful experiences feels tempting. One day, John enters a shop that sells memories. The walls are lined with colorful capsules, each with a promise of happiness. He feels a pull toward a capsule that claims to erase sadness. John hesitates, unsure if he should buy one. Can happiness really be bought, or is it just an illusion? With trembling hands, John decides to buy a memory capsule. He thinks about the pain of his past and how nice it would be to forget. As he pays, he feels both excitement and fear. What if this choice changes him forever? He takes a deep breath and prepares to experience something new. John sits in a quiet room, ready to use the memory capsule. He places it on a device that will transfer the memory into his mind. As the process begins, he feels a wave of warmth wash over him. Images of joy fill his mind, replacing his painful memories. For the first time in a long time, John feels truly happy. After the experience, John feels like a new person. His art becomes brighter, filled with joy and creativity. He spends time with friends, laughing and enjoying life. The painful memories fade like shadows in the light. But deep down, he worries about what he has lost. As days pass, John begins to feel strange. He wonders if the happiness is real or just an illusion. His old self feels distant, like a forgotten dream. The joy he feels is mixed with a sense of loss. Can he still be himself if he has erased his past? Tempted by the idea of more happiness, John returns to the shop. He looks at different capsules, each promising even more joy. The shopkeeper notices his interest and smiles slyly. John feels a pull to buy another memory, hoping to feel even better. He wonders how many memories he can replace before losing himself. John decides to buy another memory capsule, eager for more bliss. He sits in his quiet room once again, feeling both excited and nervous. The device hums to life, and he feels a rush of anticipation. As the new memory fills his mind, joy floods his senses. But with each purchase, he feels more disconnected from who he was. John's art gains attention, and people praise his work. Yet, he feels like a stranger in his own life, watching from afar. The joy from his memories is starting to feel empty. He smiles on the outside, but feels lost inside. He wonders if the praise is for the real him or just a facade. In moments of solitude, John grapples with his thoughts. His memories feel like a mask, hiding his true feelings. He looks at his unfinished art, feeling a deep sense of loss. The joy he bought does not fill the emptiness inside. Is there a way back to who he used to be? One day, John overhears a conversation about the memory market. People discuss the dangers of erasing memories and losing oneself. They mention how some memories hold vital parts of identity. John's heart races as he realizes the truth behind his choices. Could the happiness he bought come at a terrible cost? John stands before a cracked mirror, seeing his lost self. He feels like a ghost of who he used to be, floating through life. The memories he bought feel like chains, binding him to a false identity. He reflects on the moments that shaped him and wonders if he can reclaim them. The battle between joy and authenticity rages within him. Determined to reclaim his past, John confronts the shopkeeper. He demands to know the truth about the memory trade. The shopkeeper smirks, revealing the darker motives behind the sales. John feels a mix of anger and betrayal as he hears the lies. He realizes he must take control of his own memories. Back at home, John decides to make a plan. He writes down the memories he wants to reclaim, one by one. Each memory represents a piece of his true self. He knows it will be a difficult journey, but he is ready. This time, he will choose to face his past instead of running from it. John steps out into the city, ready to confront his past. Each step feels heavy, but he knows it's necessary. He recalls the painful moments he once wanted to forget. Instead of running, he embraces them, seeking healing. This journey will lead him back to who he truly is. John sits in the park, thinking of his childhood. He remembers a moment of loss that shaped him deeply. Instead of pushing it away, he allows himself to feel the pain. Tears fill his eyes, but he feels a weight lift from his heart. This memory is part of who he is, and he chooses to accept it. In his studio, John begins to paint again. Each brushstroke reflects the memories he is reclaiming. The colors express his pain, joy, and everything in between. As he paints, he feels a sense of healing taking place. His art becomes a way to process and embrace his true self. John shares his journey with friends who gather to support him. They listen with open hearts, offering encouragement and love. Each story he shares brings him closer to his true identity. His friends remind him that it's okay to feel pain and joy. Together, they celebrate the beauty of being real. At a crossroads, John feels a surge of determination. He knows the journey to reclaim his identity will be challenging. But he feels more prepared than ever to face whatever comes. Each memory reclaimed is a step toward true happiness. He understands that happiness built on truth is the most powerful kind. John sits quietly, preparing to confront his last painful memory. This memory holds the key to his true self, and he feels anxious. He takes a deep breath and allows the feelings to wash over him. As he recalls the moment, he feels both fear and strength. This is the final step in reclaiming his identity. After facing his last memory, John feels a sense of acceptance. He realizes that his past, both good and bad, makes him who he is. His artwork reflects this newfound understanding and joy. He smiles, knowing he is finally himself again. Happiness is not about forgetting, it's about embracing the journey. With a fresh perspective, John stands before a new canvas. He feels inspired to create art that tells his story. Each stroke of the brush represents his journey of healing. John knows his memories are now his strength, not his weakness. This is just the beginning of a new chapter in his life. John's artwork is displayed in a local gallery, drawing attention. People admire the depth and emotion in each piece. His journey resonates with others who have faced similar struggles. John feels proud, knowing he has turned pain into beauty. His story inspires others to embrace their own memories. At a community event, John shares his journey with others. He speaks about the importance of embracing memories and authenticity. The crowd listens intently, moved by his honesty and vulnerability. John feels a sense of belonging and connection with those around him. Together, they create a supportive space for healing and growth. John meets new friends who share similar experiences and passions. They bond over their love for art and the importance of being real. Each connection brings him joy and a sense of belonging. Together, they inspired each other to create and grow. John feels grateful for the friendships that enrich his life. As John sits by the window, he reflects on his journey. He thinks about the pain he faced and the strength he found. The city outside feels alive, a reminder of the world he is part of. He smiles, knowing he has reclaimed his identity. Every memory has shaped him, and he wouldn't change a thing. One day, John faces a challenge in his artwork. He feels frustrated, struggling to express his thoughts on the canvas. Doubt creeps in, but he remembers the journey he has taken. He pushes through the frustration, determined to keep creating. Each challenge is a part of the artistic process, and he won't give up. Suddenly, inspiration strikes John like a lightning bolt. He grabs his brushes and begins to paint with renewed energy. The colors flow onto the canvas, and he feels alive again. Each stroke tells a story of resilience and hope. In this moment, he knows he is truly an artist. John prepares for a new art exhibition, filled with excitement. He hangs his artwork, each piece reflecting his journey. Friends and supporters help him set up, creating a warm atmosphere. John feels proud of what he has accomplished. This exhibition is not just about art, it's about sharing his story. On opening night, the gallery is buzzing with energy. People admire John's work, discussing the emotions behind each piece. John feels a sense of fulfillment as he shares his story with guests. Their interest shows him how powerful art can be in connecting lives. In this moment, he knows he has made a difference. Visitors share their thoughts on John's art, praising its depth and honesty. Their feedback warms his heart and boosts his confidence. John listens intently, feeling grateful for their support. Each compliment reminds him of the journey he has taken. His art has touched others, and that is the greatest reward. As the night goes on, John reflects on his growth. He thinks about the challenges he faced and how far he has come. The memories he reclaimed have shaped him into a stronger person. He feels proud of his journey and the art he has created. This exhibition marks a new chapter in his life. After the exhibition, offers start pouring in from collectors and galleries. John feels a rush of excitement, knowing his hard work is paying off. New opportunities arise, and he begins to plan his future. He knows he wants to keep creating and sharing his story. The world feels full of possibilities, and he's ready to embrace them. John begins collaborating with other artists, sharing ideas and inspiration. Their energy fills the studio, sparking creativity. Together, they work on a project that combines their unique styles. John feels excited about the power of collaboration. This teamwork brings new life to his art and friendships. John decides to give back to the community by organizing art workshops. Young artists gather, eager to learn and create. John shares his journey, encouraging them to embrace their own stories. The workshop buzzes with creativity and laughter. He feels fulfilled, knowing he is inspiring the next generation. As he works with the young artists, John forms strong connections. They share their struggles and dreams, creating a supportive environment. John feels a sense of purpose in guiding them on their artistic paths. These connections remind him of his own journey. Together, they grow and inspire one another. The young artists prepare for their own exhibition, and John helps them. He feels proud to see their hard work on display. The gallery is filled with excitement as friends and family come to support. John watches as each artist shares their story through their art. This moment is a celebration of creativity and growth. As the exhibition unfolds, John feels immense joy. He watches the young artists shine, proud of their accomplishments. Each smile and laughter fills him with warmth. Giving back to the community brings him a sense of fulfillment. He knows he is making a difference in their lives. In his studio, John reflects on his journey once more. He thinks about the memories he reclaimed and embraced. Each moment, good or bad, has shaped who he is today. He understands that his identity is a beautiful blend of experiences. John feels grateful for the journey that led him to this place. As he looks out the window, John envisions a bright future. He imagines new projects and collaborations waiting for him. The possibilities feel endless, and he is ready to explore them. John knows that he will continue to embrace his memories. With courage and creativity, he steps forward into the unknown. As the art festival approaches, John faces a new challenge. He stares at a blank canvas, feeling the weight of expectations. The pressure to create something meaningful makes him anxious. He remembers the joy of creating from his heart and decides to trust himself. With determination, he picks up his brush, ready to express his emotions. John loses himself in the creative process, feeling inspired. Colors swirled together, reflecting his emotions and experiences. Each stroke tells a story, allowing his heart to speak. He feels a deep connection to his art, as if it's a part of him. In this moment, he knows he is exactly where he belongs. The day of the festival arrives, and the atmosphere is electric. People walk around, admiring the diverse artworks on display. John feels a mix of excitement and nervousness as he prepares. He takes a deep breath, knowing he has poured his heart into his art. This is a chance to share his journey with the world. As visitors approach his artwork, John greets them with a smile. He shares the story behind each piece, explaining its significance. Their interest and questions energize him, reminding him of his purpose. John feels grateful for the opportunity to connect through art. This moment reinforces his belief in the power of sharing experiences. One visitor stands in front of his painting, tears in their eyes. They share their own story of loss and healing, creating a deep connection. John listens intently, feeling honored that his art resonates with them. This moment reminds him of the importance of vulnerability. Together, they find solace in their shared experiences. As the festival continues, a panel of judges approaches John. They congratulate him on his outstanding artwork, praising his talent. John feels a rush of excitement and disbelief at their kind words. He realizes that his journey has led him to this moment of recognition. Gratitude fills his heart as he thanks them for their support. John stands on stage as he receives an award for his artwork. The applause echoes around him, and he feels overwhelmed with joy. This recognition feels like a celebration of his journey and growth. He looks out at the audience, grateful for their support. In this moment, he knows he has truly found his place as an artist. After the awards ceremony, new opportunities begin to unfold. Art collectors and gallery owners approach John, eager to work with him. He discusses future projects, feeling a surge of excitement. John knows that this is just the beginning of his artistic journey. With each conversation, he feels more confident in his abilities. Inspired by the opportunities, John collaborates with another artist. They share ideas and create a stunning piece together, blending their styles. Working side by side ignites their creativity and passion. John enjoys the energy of collaboration, feeling invigorated. Together, they create something beautiful that reflects both of their journeys. In his studio, John reflects on how much he has grown. He thinks about the challenges he faced and the memories he embraced. Each experience has shaped him into the artist he is today. He feels a deep sense of gratitude for his journey. John knows he will continue to grow and evolve as an artist. John decides to organize a community art project. People of all ages join in, bringing their creativity to life. Together, they paint murals that celebrate their shared stories. John feels joy in bringing the community together through art. This project strengthens bonds and fosters a sense of belonging. As the project unfolds, laughter and excitement fill the air. John watches as participants express themselves through their art. The joy of creation brings everyone closer together. He feels fulfilled knowing he is making a positive impact. Art becomes a powerful tool for connection and healing. After weeks of hard work, the mural is finally complete. John stands back, admiring the vibrant colors and stories depicted. Each section represents a unique perspective and experience. He feels proud of the impact they've made as a community. This mural will inspire others to embrace their stories. The community gathers to celebrate the completion of the mural. Music fills the air as people enjoy food and laughter. John feels grateful to see everyone come together in joy. This celebration reflects the power of art to bring people closer. In this moment, he knows he has found his purpose. Back in his studio, John plans future projects with excitement. He considers how memories will continue to shape his art. He knows that embracing his past will fuel his creativity. With each new project, he aims to inspire others. John feels ready to take on the world with his art. John looks around his studio, filled with pride in his work. His journey of personal growth has shaped him into a stronger artist. He understands the value of his memories and experiences. Each piece tells a story of resilience and hope. John feels empowered to continue sharing his journey through art. John begins teaching a class about art and the power of memories. He shares his journey, encouraging students to embrace their stories. The classroom buzzes with creativity and inspiration. John feels fulfilled knowing he is leaving a legacy. His passion for art will inspire future generations. As he stands in front of a large canvas, John reflects on his journey. He thinks about the memories he reclaimed and the growth he experienced. Each moment, good or bad, has shaped who he is today. He feels grateful for the lessons learned through art and life. John knows that embracing all aspects of life is the true path to happiness. Stepping outside into the sunlight, John feels hopeful for the future. He knows there are new horizons waiting for him to explore. With every memory embraced, he feels stronger and more alive. John is ready to face whatever comes next with courage. His journey continues, filled with creativity and endless possibilities. A mural is created to celebrate John's journey and the power of memories. It showcases his story, inspiring others to embrace their own. The colors and images reflect the beauty of life's experiences. John feels proud to share this legacy with the world. He knows that memories, both good and bad, are what make us truly human.